welcome to 151 Garage. I'm Jill.
I'm Sean.
And today we're going to do part 2 of the Dynamat install.
So with this one, we already removed the interior panels and we'll go through it real quick. We'll link the video down below, but all these panels have to be removed to install the rear section, the cargo area for the Bronco Dynamat. Now, as you can tell, remove the floor and the 2 side panels here. That aren't the only panels you have to remove. You have to remove the piece right here, as well as the little kick panels or step panels that are on either side of the door, as well as 2 little inner pieces here and a piece here and here. There are connections on both sides, 1 on this side and 3 on this side. I feel like a stewardess.
So make sure that you watch the video that we did prior to know where everything's at before you start ripping everything apart and maybe ripping out a plug that you didn't mean to, rip out.
We go through in depth of what it sounds like, what the clips are, where the clips are, and what to expect, especially noise-wise. It scares a lot of people. It sounds like you're breaking a lot of things, but they're not breaking, they're just coming apart.
Yeah.
Clips make a lot of noise, and different clips
make different noises.
Really sound bad. There are some that are really horrible, but before you start tearing apart, watch the video. We show you everything you need to do and the order it needs to go in. Now, as we let me hand you this to Jill. As you know, Dynamat now makes the interior panels for the Bronco. Now, this is just the interior panels for the rear cargo section. This is a little bit different because you do have pieces like this. They go on one side. You do have another piece that goes on the other side. You have these that go on the wells right here, since she's sitting on that side. A well right here, and as well as the driver's side right there. And you have this piece. This piece we won't install because it goes where this usually sits.
Yeah.
Obviously we have that. We're not going to rip this out to put that in place. We'll just keep it in case and throw it on another vehicle or use it somewhere else in the car. We're not going to take all this stuff apart. We don't feel a need. This also does have sound deadening that...
Yeah, so in the factory, they do put some sound deadening in vehicles, and it's in all vehicles, just in different spots. So it's like a spray-on, as you can see. It kind of a little bit globby. This is called seam sealer, so there's the difference between the two. That's factory there.
Anybody who does any kind of welding, it just looks like really crappy welds, is really what it is. Now, this isn't on every Bronco. This is on the ones with the Luxe package, I believe, that has the additional sound deadening. Not the roof sound deadening, but the sound deadening in the vehicle. So I suspect we'll find them on different areas in here. And we're gonna see how the Dynamat installs over this. We're gonna try our best. Hopefully it'll deaden it a little bit more.
Well, Dynamat gave us a nice little roller to go with it.
So it's a roller tool. So let's go ahead and open that up, cut the pieces out that we need in order that we put them in. We're gonna put the floor in first, and we're gonna put the sides in a little bit later or after, and we'll roll everything out. So they didn't have these when I was putting them in the very beginning. I wish.
So anyway, we showed you this on the video prior to beginning, and what this is a very detailed map of where everything goes. So obviously you have this side, that's the driver's side, the other piece is for the passenger side up there, and all your stuff.
So you can tell there's different shapes. Obviously it shows it perfectly on there what shape is what.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, this right here shows the passenger quarter rear, or rear quarter, which is this piece right here that's underneath this.
Yeah.
Obviously we're not going to take this out, so we're not going to end up utilizing that at the moment.
This piece is the passenger wheel well, this piece is the driver's side wheel well, and this is the driver half of the cargo thing of this, okay? So now that we know the map, toss to the side, and start peeling.
My suggestion is to cut everything apart first. That way you just have the pieces and you don't get them stuck together. She has a pair of scissors. We'll cut all this stuff out, and then we'll have just the pieces we need on the pieces we're dealing with. So now that we got the pieces pulled out, obviously, chop for a second. You can line them up this way. Oh, we are gonna have to pull this out. Because that goes, oh. Okay, so now that we have that piece out.
All right, so we're gonna pretty much peel it from the top. We're gonna roll it this way and just kind of do it, oops, stay there, bud. We're gonna kind of do it like you do vinyl, or for those of you that haven't done vinyl, shelf liners.
So when you do this, make sure you line everything up with the pieces that you need. Now granted, you are gonna have areas like this right here is gonna go where this piece is. You have to line up all these pieces. So as you can tell, the holes here, hole here, notch here, hole here, and hole here line up with the two bolts here, the notch here, the two bolts down at the bottom. This right here goes to this. This right here goes to this piece, or sorry, this one goes to this piece, and this goes to this piece. So there are holes you gotta line up. So you gotta be careful. You just don't throw it down and let it go, because this stuff will stick, and it will stick pretty well. I'll help her at the top.
So it's really easy. Just peel it back. It's got like a wax parchment paper to it. So we're just gonna peel part of it. That's good. And line her up.
It's fine right now. Don't, unless we need to peel it out real quick. Okay. So pull it out. Then we'll make sure everything lines up underneath it. So
here, hold that up. I can peel it. We can just lay it.
Yep, I got it. Just keep pulling. Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up. As you can tell, you got that bolt lined up, you got that one lined up. Hang on, let me get over there.
Okay, go the opposite direction. Careful of the little skinny pieces.
Right there.
And then get this out of the way.
As it tangles up with her, line it up the best you can.
Not perfect, but it's damn close.
Yeah. So with that, we can start doing the roller.
All right, so you're gonna go every direction that you can, because you really want this stuff to stick in all the crevices. I'm sure they make wider ones of these.
The smaller one's just as good.
Yeah.
The smaller,
you can get into
you
like
can
the
get into
little
the smaller areas. So
nitnoid places.
let me get up here. Okay. You push the grooves in with your fingers, kind of form it a little bit.
If you have kids, put them to work on this.
It's fun for kids.
Oh yeah. Tell them to stick it down really good.
Tell them they get ice cream if they make it with no bubbles. Ice cream will get you anywhere with children. Since I got a little bit better leverage here, I'll do this portion. I'll let her do the other section. Also, when you do this section right here, don't press it down too much, because this metal will bend. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's thin right here.
Let's move you to the other side, and we'll do the other section. Now this is going to go down the same way. What we are going to do is learn from the last one is we need to put it farther that way, because that way it lines it up with the hole. So the one thing with this is we are going to go through the next stages, and we learn something from each stage. When we do this, we're going to cut the holes out at least somewhat to see where these holes go, because right now they're kind of misaligned, not very, but we can make it work. With the other ones, when we put them in, we're going to cut the holes out. That way we find out exactly where all these are before we end up sticking it down. Once you start sticking it down, you're pretty much not going to remove it that easily. Most likely you're going to destroy the things. I've never removed this stuff very easily, which is a good thing because you don't want it removed very easily.
Now, we didn't do a noise test for before and after, but I drove this enough to know if it's going to make a lot of difference or not. And again, if you have kids, put them to work.
Tell them you give them a Bronco ride. All kids love Broncos, even big kids, right?
Yep.
Doesn't have to be perfect. Once you get all these panels in, you'll never know it's there, except for sound wise. You can't see them.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
The side panels here. Up there.
Passenger side first.
Passenger side wheel well. So
this is going to be kind of interesting because.
Sit like that.
I don't know how it's going to go with the sound deadening that's already on it. We're going to put it on over it as best we can and see how it works there. So, wish us luck. Not all Broncos have this, I don't believe. I haven't pulled apart the other one, but I believe this is a luxury item, a Lux package item. So, this right here is pretty forgiving. Oh, it doesn't work too bad. Just extra deadening over the deadening they put on there.
Yep.
Get yourself one of these. I will link this down below too.
Yeah.
It really saves your fingers.
Oh yeah.
I'm used to just doing it with my fingers that way.
You won't have any fingertips left.
I won't have any, yeah, exactly.
Or like the palm of your hand left. So this piece, you don't need those. It's gonna go just like that. Another way that you can tell the difference if you lost your map is just look at the shape of the wheel well, because that's pretty much how they're cut. This is a little bit wider than what that one is.
Yeah, it doesn't need to cover the whole thing. It just needs to cover at least the middle section of it. Dynamat's pretty good. Even if it doesn't cover up here, you don't have to worry about it as long as this covers most of the area. It doesn't take a lot of Dynamat to actually
make a difference.
Make a difference. It makes a difference. Basically, all you got to do now is just put everything back together, starting with that piece. So do it in reverse order. We took it out.
Yeah, we're going to start with
that piece in the center.
Yeah, that piece in the center, and then just kind of work our way there, exact reverse order.
So we'll do that really quick. Time lapse through it. Okay. Now, before we go any further, putting on the other big panels, we did put in the two bottom pieces, which obviously they have to line up with all the holes. The side pieces do really well over the already existing sound deadening. It actually doesn't make a difference. So if you don't have it, or if you do have it, you can still add it and it will be extra sound deadening in there. The last one we didn't install was for underneath the B&O speaker. We're not going to remove that. I see no use to it right now. We will keep it in case we do it later. When we ever take this off, if we ever take this off, we will go ahead and install it at that point. But now, continue with the
reinstall.
Let me get the panels. They go like this right here. So the long edge points towards the inside and it's towards the back. So as you guys can see right there, the long end goes backwards and towards the inside. So obviously it doesn't go this way and it doesn't go this way. It goes this way. To put it in,
it's
go all the way.
That goes around the pillar.
Yeah. To put it in, you can't just shove it in this way. Obviously, there's limited room. You have to go all the way in the front, slide it back, and then pivot it around. Now, the way I was talking before, there are 2 clips. So you have a clip on that side and a clip on this side. Once you get it down into there, you're gonna have to put the 2 clips in there, which is fairly easy. I say that now, watch I have trouble.
I will have Sean torque these down when I'm done.
I'll use my internal torque wrench to see how hard they were. So always run them down by your fingers first to get them started. Never start the bolt with the wrench, because you may cross thread it and then that'll just mess up your day completely. Now with these, remember when you pulled them out, you had to pull them up and pull them out this way. So remember to put them in, slide them in this, and then put them down. If you just mash them down this way, you're going to break those 2 clips that are right there.
Now,
so
these don't have designator sides, so this doesn't say left or right. They're interchangeable.
So the reason we put it in this one and not the other ones, because this one is going to be more of our overlanding long trip one. The other ones are just kind of toys we play around town. Obviously Big Ben we drive, I wouldn't
everywhere.
say daily, but we drive it as often as we can because that's Diesel's favorite truck. Obviously it's the most modified. He picks that one, he has good taste. Mine doesn't have anything. It hasn't even started. We'll get into that stuff later. This one, we do want to have this one nice and comfortable for long trips. Hang on. We do want to have this one comfortable for nice trips. We do want it quiet. Obviously, we have a hard top, not a soft top. Doesn't mean you can't put it in there, but if I were to choose with soft top or hard top, I would put it in the soft or the hard top, because a soft top, again, it does work.
So much that you can do to deaden a soft top.
Yeah. This one's going to be the quieter of the 2, so we picked this one. This is our long travel vehicle. It is the one we're going to drive probably on long trips. But, you know, I hope this guy...
we hope this video, you know, hope you like this video. Okay.
Take 2. So we hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And again, thank you to Dynamat for sending us this stuff. We can't wait to try it out. We are very excited to get the rest of the Dynamat installed. After learning the lessons from this little section, we know what to do with the next sections. We'll share those with you when we come to those points.
Just like anything that you do, the more that you do it, the better you're going to get. So the second one should be a lot easier. And then the third one should be a breeze, I should say.
And if you guys like this kind of stuff, we tear apart our vehicles as often as we possibly can. We have no problem. Yeah, we have no problem with it. The Black Diamond will probably be torn apart more than any of the vehicles ever, because we are changing a lot of stuff, including body panel, suspension, interior, all sorts of stuff. We're modifying it completely. This one is going to be modified, but it's going to be more of an overlanding theme, to where we can take it off-road, camp, and then have all our gear in the back of it.
Yep.
So, you know, again, thanks to Dynamat for sending this stuff. We absolutely love it. Sorry it took so long to get it in there.
We're making progress.
Yeah, making progress.
Don't forget, we also have a 3,000 subscriber giveaway, so make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We're at like 2909 or something like that.
2909, something like that. So we're about 90 away.
At the count of this video.
Yeah. Now, we do have offers to you for
Buck Your Bronco.
Yeah, Buck Your Bronco. They gave us a code for share to you guys for 10% off as 151, and we'll put it down below as well. All those links are down below. Also, the tools that we used in here
will be down below. Not
your wrenches or whatever, but the tools that we use that are odd tools, like the panel removal tools and stuff, we will link down below. I cannot stress to you enough, do yourself a favor and get a cheap $10 set of those tools. They will help you tremendously. Squirrel. He likes our Broncos too. He's eyeing diesels. Anyways, again, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and she sees a squirrel. She's completely out of it, and hope to see you next video. Bye.